Normally, I don't watch hair stuff on YouTube because when I watch hair stuff, I see stuff like this.
If we don't speak up and continue to stand up for ourselves, we believe that what's happening to us right now can potentially happen to other creatives who decide to enter the natural hair sculpting niche in the future. Natural hair sculpting is a hair manipulation technique performed on curly, coily, or kinky textures where controlled motions such as patting, twisting, pulling, tucking, and smoothing are used to temporarily restructure the hair into organic shapes, man-made objects, or geometric forms. We're currently involved in an ongoing legal matter, and we have legal counsel. Everything that we're sharing in this video is all based on our own personal experience, publicly available information, and documentation that has been shared with us directly. We're sharing our side of the story for transparency and to document our experience. So far, we've received 2 copyright strikes on our YouTube channel, multiple video takedowns across several of our social media platforms, 2 DMCA reports filed against our Kickstarter campaign, a cease and desist letter, and now a federal lawsuit. All of this is happening because an entity is trying to legally own hairstyles, or what we like to call hair sculptures. So today, we're going to be breaking down everything that has happened to us this far and why protecting this niche matters more than ever.
So, in short, basically, there's this girl and she started making, like, she made 2 puff balls where her hair looked like stars, right? Or she would do different updos with her natural hair, right? With her hair in its curly state, and she would like mold her hair into different shapes, like different ponies and octopuses and stars and hearts and a whole bunch of different shapes that are naturally a part of our world, right? Okay, you with me? So once she made hers, I guess there is another person, it's 2 of them, and they do similar content, right? So I came across their video first. Okay, so you saw what they was talking about, and basically, in short, what I took from it was they start making their videos or whatever on they stuff. You see how the hair look, okay? You see it. It's cute. I'm not making that face because I think it's dusty. Like, oh, nice. And then I guess they started making it after she did hers, and then she started suing them. So she sued him like, oh, this is my content. And it's like, hold the phone. Hold up.
I filed a lawsuit against her behavior has become at this point. She's been targeting me, my mother, the Queen Culture Foundation, anything that's attached to my name. The way she's been constantly posting about us has triggered a mob-style pile-on from her followers. Foundation attacks, personal attacks, waves of harassment, all because of these false narratives that she keeps posting about me. I don't know. We've never met, we never had a phone conversation, we have 0 mutual friends. The only interaction that we ever had was a couple DMs back and forth about a potential collab nearly 2 years ago. I agreed to the collab, and she was the one that decided she didn't want to follow through. After the first defamatory post that she made about me a year ago, I reached out to her like an adult, but she ignored my DM.
Beat her ass, find where she at, go to the same spots she be at. And when you see that bitch, beat her ass.
This is a small part of what I've been dealing with because of posts. Despite not knowing me, they posted about me over 150 times across all platforms, spreading false narratives about my character, my intention, and my business, falsely claiming that I'm trying to control black hair and gatekeep the natural hair sculpting space. No one, including me or any of the millions of black women on this planet, can be told what to do with their hair. Why would I, someone who makes very dramatic hair sculptures out of their hair, tell somebody else what to do with theirs? Please make it make sense. The idea is ridiculous. Everybody's been saying, oh, leave those young girls alone, leave the younger creators alone. I'm 23, 25, and each 28. Grown women. Now let's talk about ownership because this is important. Here's a screenshot of what has publicly stated about filing for a patent. Now she's not filing for a drawstring ponytail that already exists. She's filing for the star afro shape design, which would be an attempt to claim ownership over the visual appearance of a star-shaped afro puff. I'm not sure why there are so many videos criticizing me about copywriting my star puff design, when a design patent is literally the same thing. She gets encouraged to file for a patent, and I get crucified for filing for copyright. So the outrage directed against me for protecting my work doesn't make sense, especially in the light of all this. I can't confirm whether or not she registered for a patent. Those aren't public until they're published. But what I can confirm is that there's no StarPuff registration as of the date of this video. I'm not trying to own a hairstyle, and I would never want to, but my art is protected, as any creative or artistic brand of work should be. Protecting my art does not affect Black women as a whole. This is also not going to affect any future hair sculptors that want to enter the space. This only affects one person, the person who copied the protected elements of my work and tried to monetize off of them. Owning a hairstyle is not even logically or legally possible. Intellectual property protection, trade dress, trademark, copyright does not stop everyday people from shaping their hair. That's not how this works. This is why it's important to listen to people who actually know what they're talking about, instead of getting swept up in narratives designed to trigger emotion. The only limitations are posting so incessantly that you're causing brand confusion. Everyone is free to shape their hair into stars, hearts, sushi rolls, it doesn't matter. Please do. I've been dropping tutorials on how to sculpt your hair for years. Since I started my social media journey, I've been putting y'all on game. I do not gatekeep. This is the kind of imitation that causes brand confusion. For the record, we never asked her to take down any of her original hair sculpts. Only the 250 posts that mimicked my artwork. What's happening right now isn't just about copywriting my work. There is a real pattern of Soul attaching herself to me and building momentum off of me. She first started gaining traction because she was mimicking my star, heart, flower, and butterfly designs with her real hair. I then came out and said she's inspired by me. Not a bunch of lies, not a narrative, I just said she was inspired by me. I took that and made a video accusing me of all these things. I was bullying her, I harassed people, I'm gatekeeping. None of this is true. And then immediately after that, she drops these StarPuff hair extensions that don't mimic her natural hair, but mimic the same density and the same volume as my puffs. And throughout all this, there is no proof of all this bullying and harassment that I apparently do to everybody that enters the space. No proof. You guys just believe the narratives with no proof. And now I'm sitting here fighting for my life. Literally. This whole narrative that I think that I invented hair sculpting, dead. I went to cosmetology school and graduated with my master cosmetology license. I've been to a Bronner Brothers hair show. Look at this video right here. This was posted years before all this chaos. Me paying homage to all my ancestors that did hair sculpting before me, even though my art looks nothing like theirs. I know that I'm not the first person to shape their hair ever. Original is in my bio because my art is original. My art style is original. Having original in my bio is not me claiming hair sculpting or claiming to have invented it. There's a clear pattern of her attaching myself to me and my work, and every time she does it, it blows up. And honestly, at a certain point, it starts to feel like she's trying to step into my destiny instead of creating her own. What you're seeing now is a real attempt to push somebody out of the niche, and it's not coming from me. I simply asked her to stop recreating and selling my artwork, but she chose to make it public and then made hundreds of posts about me, accusing me of anything she thought would stick. So when you put the two behaviors side by side, me privately asking her to stop copying my artwork versus her going public, posting non-stop, it's clear whose actions are aimed at removing somebody else from the space. This kind of harm is exactly why defamation is included in the lawsuit. This is not legal harassment or a baseless lawsuit. My life, my livelihood, my business has been affected. This is the normal and necessary process of protecting your art. Please, everyone, don't believe for a second that I don't want you to also experience the joy that comes with shaping your beautiful afro hair. Well, a huge part of me is heartbroken that we are even going through this, and that it had to be taken this far. She has made her own creative contributions to the hair sculpture niche. I also want to make something very clear from a brand and personal value standpoint. The StarPuff and the entire Sculpted Hair series are deeply rooted in Black cultural expression and my own lived experience.
You can copyright stars now and circles and squares. Like, these shapes have been around since the beginning of time, and Black, we ain't even gonna make this a racial thing, because it's not a race thing. Women and men from all different races have been going crazy. Like, men and women have been doing like crazy updos and styles for like decades, a really long time, like centuries. I think they was doing it in ancient Kemet. So the only reason I'm bringing it up is because normally if somebody file a lawsuit or make a claim, because anybody can sue anybody for anything, but YouTube don't be trying to be in that bullshit. So if it's a lawsuit until it's proven, you got to take it down. So she's flagging these girls because they're putting stars in their hair, and so then I'm like, what in the world? And I swear to God, I do not get involved. Like, I can count without using all of my hands how many times I've been involved or commented under somebody's stuff, like in a drama-filled way. But I came across her stuff because I'm like, wait, what? Well, how? And so when I went on there and I looked, I asked, I said, hey, are you the same girl from there? She's like, yeah, it's me, Shalissa, or whatever. But I put it right here. And then I'm like, girl, you, like, basically you can't do that. Like, you can't copyright shapes, because you gotta think about it like this. Like, sew-ins, I didn't create sew-ins, and the majority, every woman that you see and that's doing sew-in videos, none of them created the sew-in weave. None of them. So from her logic, because she put stars in her ponytails, everybody on YouTube that does a video with a sew-in and gets paid for it, because we get paid for it, would then end up getting copyright strikes because you were the first person to do a sew-in. Like, how does that go? Or I'll use this for an example. Prontos. Ming Lee, she's not the person who made up quick weaves. It was a certain technique that Ming Lee used to do the pronto quick weave, right? That's just like her coming online and then giving everybody that did the pronto weave a copyright strike because she came up with the technique. She didn't do that. It's so many of us that did videos of the pronto weave. So many of us made pronto weaves a part of our services and put our own spin on it. Like, what?
Being in the same niche does not mean that we are in a competition with each other. I wanted to make this serious video because it seems like this is becoming more of an issue, and I just wanted to stop because it's unhealthy, childish, and just not worth anyone's time. But there's another natural hair sculptor that seems threatened by my presence within the natural hair niche. I think it's just because I'm here. Like, I didn't do anything but create videos and actually reach out to them asking if we could collaborate, because I was excited that because the niche is so small that working together is more powerful than being individuals. Like, we could actually collab on a video and break the internet. That's the mindset that I contacted them with. It just seems like they were down at the time, but now I think that was just a facade because the way that they're acting towards me isn't kind. Let me also make it clear that, like, I started hair sculpting based off of inspiration that I took from this 1971 photo that I found on Pinterest. I recreated it and I gave the photo credit. I always do that. I always give everyone that I draw inspo from credit. However, one time I did create a video where I made my hair into butterfly wings, and this same creator commented asking if I've seen them do it before, and I genuinely didn't see them do that butterfly video, but I have seen their work before, and it's awesome. Like, I was excited to collaborate with them and everything. I was like, let's work together. You know, the way that things are now, it seems like, no, they don't want to work with me, and that's fine. And I made another video talking about, like, where I draw my inspo from, which is the past. Like, I actually show pictures that I've looked at and I'm like, wow, like, we've been doing this forever. Now I'm just doing it my way, you know what I mean? And so someone commented saying, like, how they were trying to explain to this other natural hair sculptor the same thing, that natural hair sculpting has been the thing for forever. And so I was like, oh, like, who are you talking about? And they DM'd me and told me who they were talking about. It's the same person. They said how they made this, like, passive aggressive video talking about, like, oh, if you draw inspo for me, give me credit because I'm, like, I've been doing this. And I didn't watch the video, so I don't know what exactly they said in it, but the shoe did not fit, so I didn't wear it. I was like, I always give people inspo if I draw from their work, you know, so I don't think they're talking about me. But I realized, like, maybe they do have a problem with me because today people were tagging me in their videos saying, like, have you seen this? Have you seen this seller? And I was like, I didn't even get a chance to answer, but they took it upon themselves to answer for me. And this is what they said. So I think it's kind of interesting that they would respond like that, because not only is it not true, but it just shows that it's like an ego problem. I don't mean to say this in a way to offend this person if they do see it, but, like, it seems like there is a huge ego involved, because not only is that just not true, but it seems like you're trying to twist it to make it seem like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it weren't for you, which is just not true. Okay, and it seems like you don't want to share the space, and I just want to say that I'm in my own lane and you're in your own lane. What you do is awesome. You do all this stuff that I personally am not interested in. Like, I don't cosplay, I don't do art with my the scraps of my hair, which is really unique to you. I don't do that. I focus on hairstyles that people could replicate themselves, and I focus on like hair care. I'm doing hair sculptures that are like for formal events, the workplace, just like redefining what natural hair could look like in these settings. That's what I focus on. So we're not competing against each other, and please don't try to lie on me and make it seem like, oh, she's here because of me, and because of me, I'm the original hair sculptor artist. Like, no one's taking that title away from you. I don't want to take that title away from you. I don't even want it. But what you're not going to do is, you're not going to passive aggressively shoot shots at me and act as if like, oh, I only exist because of you, yada yada yada, and this and the other. Like, we're not going to do that. No one's taking anything away from you. Please don't be threatened by me. I'm just out here doing my own thing. You do your thing, and just let's leave it at that. Please stop trying to pin other creators against each other, because that's not cool. I'm here for a greater purpose than that. So, yeah.
Girl, you can't do that. So I'm like, maybe little sis just don't know. So I say it, and she like in her comments, not to me, somebody else was like, oh, well, you can wear the stars in your hair all you want to, but you just can't get paid for it. Girl, wait, girl. And this ain't even about her. This is just about what I feel like the world done did to YouTube. Because I've been on YouTube for a minute. And what is going on in the world where women and men's can get on this Lord's hair internet, right? And just because you have fun doing something, you gonna try to copyright some shit in the industry. You ain't go to nobody cosmetology school, nobody's hairstylist directory, nothing, and you gonna try to copyright stars? Do you know how many freaking hair shows I done seen of people molding curly hair into shapes? What? That's why I wanted to do hair in the first place. This not being messy. This ain't being, girl, I'm having a conversation, and girl, like, y'all be worried about the wrong shit. They about to go to war. They about to be blowing shit up, and you on here's on the guy's internet doing copyright strikes. I'm talking, they didn't got served. You're suing them over stars and circles. You didn't make stars and circles. What the fuck is going on? And you know who I blame? I blame all the YouTubers that came on here. It's like, oh yeah, mix monostat with this. Like all of that mix and max and shit. Look what y'all done did. We got people suing people for stars and circles. Then she like, oh, I'm gonna make a video explaining how stupid it is. Yes, it is stupid. There's nothing you can do that explains you filing a dispute on these girls. Because I'm not even playing your little video. I'm gonna put I'm gonna screenshot and y'all can go watch it yourself. I play their video because they nice. I mean, not nice. I don't know. Or just, I may just screenshot, boom, boom, whatever. I don't know. It's up here. But like, and listen, I'm not saying nothing. That's cute, girl. That's so nice. You made like a little beetle. What was that? A beetle wrapped around your head? You made like a beetle and stuff. Girl, it's cute. That's nice. All is cute. Your hair damaged, I know it is, but all is cute, right? But you didn't make beetles. You can't copyright no beetle. Like, what type of shit? That's like tying your hair. That's like tying your hair in a bow, putting a bow in the front, and then being like, you can wear your hair in bows, but if anybody makes some videos, if you start making videos about bows, you're gonna pay me because I put a bow on my head first. It's like, girl, this is stupid. I think she cool, but this remind me of the pink sauce lady. Like, you, girl, I get it. Okay, pink sauce, but pink, you can't be like, they copied off of me, they made it pink. Girl. Pink has been a color on the earth for a long time. Ever since I knew about it, since I got here, pink been the thing. It's like, bro, you can't. Oh, her sauce came out pink. She copying off of me. Y'all get on my nerves. Go make something for real. So I just want people to know, if you out here putting stars and bows and circles and stuff in your hair, girl, y'all better watch out. You better not pout, because Santa Claus is coming to town and she don't want none of y'all around here making no stars out of your puff balls. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. And y'all crazy. And in a couple of days, I'm gonna make an announcement, because I am going to be returning back behind the chair, but it will be by invite only. I'll explain soon. But if you are interested, even before I drop it, because I'm not, this is gonna sound so arrogant, but once I make the announcement, the day that, whatever day that I drop is going to fill up fast. So if you would be interested in coming to see me, and I need y'all to understand, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but my old prices from 7 years ago, they not the same. Okay, so but we'll talk. If you're interested, go ahead and email me through the link in the description box below, or through the information in the description box below. Just look down there and you'll see the information that you need to get in touch with me. But I'm not gonna go too deep into it, because again, it's not about the girl with the star balls on her hair. It ain't about her, right? It's just principle. I just want y'all to see yourselves. I just think that's crazy as hell, how you gonna come on the world's internet and try to sue somebody because they put stars and they like, girl, when black women been, it's not a race thing. Why do I keep saying that? It's not a race thing. People, cosmetologists and hairstylists have been molding stars in spaceships and squares and pyramids and all types of shit in here. They've been putting beetles and elevators and all types of shit in people's hair forever. And you gonna copyright somebody because you can wear your hair in star puff balls, but you can't get paid for it. So now you the one that don't let nobody take no star, no fall. Like y'all get on my nerves. Y'all truly do. And I believe that at this point, everybody has became so bored. Like, race isn't hitting like it used to no more. So now everybody's making up something to be offended by. You know what I mean? Like, everybody making up something to be offended by, and it doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes sense. You know? And maybe I'm one of those people, because I got offended. It is what it is. Like, I'm a strong black woman and I love myself, so